Well, people that have issues with their relationship, and then they get everybody else involved to it, and you involved, and you giving advice, and you say, oh, you don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. Case in point, Cardi B. Cardi B recently had issues with her husband Offset. Said she was going to divorce him. Crying online, got all her fan base involved with the situation, and then people start looking up after they all invested into her, getting away from her husband because she claiming that he's cheated again and all of that. People saw her back with him. Now I want to roll this clip with this sister because she's gonna bring up a great point.
Let me tell y'all something about Cardi B. Cardi B is literally one of them type of girls that you be friends with that will come to you crying about her situation, having you all riled up about how her man is doing you wrong. And 2 weeks later, when she chooses to get back with him, if you say anything about what she said 2 weeks ago, she will curse you out. Have y'all seen how this girl cursed her fans out? Because I guess, seen a fan took a picture of her in New York with a dog, and then another picture with Offset with the same dog, and the fans kind of tried to, put it all together and basically said that, they may be possibly being back together, which, it's your husband, girl. So at the end of the day, do what you do. But if you're going to get back with this man, don't get mad at the fans or the people who cared about you, who's trying to stand up for you. So many of us have been around women just like this. And this is why the next time you cry wolf, won't nobody be sitting there sympathizing for you. This is how that thing go. But I said, this girl is literally like those women that get you all caught up in their drama. And then when they choose to run back, they want you to act like you don't remember anything that they just told you. Ridiculous.
And not only women like Cardi B that have an issue in their marriage or whatever the case may be, getting everybody else involved, saying how horrible they are and all of that stuff, right? And then you look up, there are even some women that's getting even beat by men. And they'll tell you, oh, he beat me, he did this. Then let's say that woman's brother or cousin get riled up, want to go defend her, then go over there and either beat him down. At times they have had the brother or cousin end up killing the dude, or vice versa, because the dude had a gun on him, he didn't know or whatever, or two men in jail, right? And yet even when he's in jail, your sister or cousin is putting money on his commissary. They ain't putting money on yours. Putting money on his commissary, taking care of him. And when he get out, she back with him. And yeah, you got a record now because of what you either tried to do to him or took his life, whatever the case may be. When I would listen to anybody tell me an issue about their relationship, and that's fine. But I'm not going to get so involved with it where I'm trying to get at the person or do anything outside of just listening and maybe give some advice. Because when you do things like that, whether they friends or family, and you see them, you get upset because they come to you, getting you all involved with it, telling you how bad this person was. They cheated on me. They beat me. They did this. They did that. And then you look up, they back with them. So this is the best thing to do with people. Just listen, give some advice, and that's it. If you see them back with them, tell them, all right, you back with him, you back with her. I don't want to hear nothing about what he did or what she did to you. Don't come here, because the first thing I'm going to tell you, you like it over there. Because obviously you went back with him the first time, the third time, whatever. So don't come tell me nothing. I don't have no time. I'm not going to even give you my ear no more about anything, and I'm sure not going to cast my pearls before no swine. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not going to give you all my good advice for you to trample it underfoot and go right back with him. No. So next time Cardi B come out there crying about something Offset did, they're like, Cardi, we ain't trying to hear you. We are not trying to hear you because you're going to go back with him. She going to say, but that's the father of my children. I don't want a broken home. Okay, fine. Stay with your husband. Whatever he do in these streets, stay with him. Just don't be getting everybody, the public, involved in your mess. Because let's call it what it is. We don't know everything. We may see what he did, allegedly, but we don't know everything that's going on in their house. Because I'm going to keep it 100. Me personally, I would take an issue if my wife was doing that much plastic surgery constantly. Every time I look up this girl getting plastic surgery, that's an issue, obviously. Because most men, when they got their wives, not asking their wives to be doing all this plastic surgery, let's call it what it is. You married now and you still twerking, you still doing naked stuff. Like, most men would take issue with their wife doing anything like that, because the first thing in your mind, the mind is like, why you doing all that? Who you doing that for? Oh, that's what I do in my performance, man. Look, I don't want to hear that at this point. But I understand, hey, you knew what you married. So I get that too. Oh, I get that too. Because I'm the type of man, I would never have married a woman that had a past like Cardi B. No, it wouldn't happen. I don't care if she's reformed. Don't care. Because look at Joe Smith. What happens when you get with one that's quit the industry or whatever, then them old ways come back. I always tell a man this: you cannot marry a woman that engaged in any kind of adult entertainment, and that means not only stripping, that means OnlyFans, that means whatever, because she has to lower her moral standing to do that. And when she gets to the point that she's okay with lowering her moral standing, she can go back and do it again. So with that being said, no. So that wouldn't be my problem, right? But don't get involved in anybody's mess. Don't, especially with a relationship. Just leave it alone. Now, if they finally leave them and they do whatever, okay, maybe you'll talk about it. But just like, look, I don't have the energy. You're not going to disturb my peace with your Go talk to a therapist. Pay them to hear you. I don't want to hear that. Because last time I look up, you were right back with him. I ain't got time. Go talk to a professional. Because you need to figure out if he's so bad, why you keep going back. That's what you need to figure out. And I'm not equipped, and I don't even have the time to deal with you in that area. So yeah, don't y'all get involved with people's business. And this Cardi B situation is a great lesson for everybody with this.